Sara Kabu was born in Embu, the outskirts of Embu town, in an estate called Blue Valley. She went to St. Michael's Primary School, which is one of the best schools in the Embu town. She then joined Dangara Girls High School, and she got a C when in a final paper. So this did not qualify her to join the university. So she joined a school called Kenya School of Professional Studies. Right now it's the new Mount Kenya University, but then it was a college. So when she was there, she tried different types of courses. She tried accounts, and as she continued, she felt that the accounts were too difficult for her. So she went to do IT. And when she got there, she went on, and at some point, she felt that the papers were too hard for her, so she decided to start business administration. And unfortunately also she felt it was hard, but during her doing business administration is when she found a job. And when she was doing this job she was lucky enough because this job combined all the three courses in one. So during her job she got a project that would do markets for the small hotels, because then the only big hotels were known. So when she was doing the market for small hotels, now she felt that she was connected with this so much, and she felt she wanted to pursue this and do something in the lines of working with these small hotels. So it is this time that her dream of bonfire adventures was born. So at this time, it's around the same time she met Simon Kabu. So Simon Kabu and Sara Kabu met in an online group. So in around 2007, Simon and Sarah found themselves in the same group. This group was actually more of a Google group. What they're saying it's more of a WhatsApp group of today, but then it was a Google group. So this group would discuss anything around politics, relationship, anything and everything. So Sarah would contribute a lot in this group, and while she was contributing, Simon would love a contribution. So whenever Sarah would contribute anything, Simon would like. So this continued for close to for a whole year, and this now the group now decided that they wanted to meet. So based on the Sarah's contribution, everyone felt that Sarah was best placed in coordinating the group together so that they can go for a trip somewhere. So they all would send Sarah Kabu money, and at this point Simon Kabu also volunteered he's going to help Sarah with all the arrangement of the trip. So during this time is when now Sarah innocently took the money little by little, while she volunteered with this. Simon would help her, and this now the day of this trip is when these two now officially met. So during this trip, Simon would help Sarah a lot. Whenever they're trying to climb the mountain, he would hold her hands. He would help her with her luggage and all, just to carry and all. So this is the time when these two now realize they could upgrade their relationship into a romantic relationship. So when you go back to the birth of bonfire adventure, so Sarah and Simon now decided they are going to do this more often, because number one, they enjoyed this, number two, it brought a little more money in their pockets than the normal job, because she was in a different job, Simon was in a different job, but now they felt that this would work out for them. So when they did this, they first of all, the idea behind Bonface, they wanted to plan a budget-friendly trips for people, and so because the first time they got I think 100 people, and it continued growing, and it grew to a point where they felt that they can make business out of it, and they can start a company out of it. And because they found a lot of people online who are joining them, they were building this big community, and they realized they were going to make this huge community a business, because it got so busy that some people could not fit in one weekend, so they had to divide people so that they fit in different weekends. Yeah. So back to their dating life. So after 1 year of dating, Sara Kabu and Simon Kabu did a lavishing wedding. It was so big that the couple were aired at Citizen TV on the wedding show. So yeah, so it was so big. So over the years, people have watched them grow in their love life, and people admired them so much they felt that these were actually couple goals. But little did we know that these power couple, as people would look at them, they had their own shortcomings. So I'll take a look at their social media pages, both Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. These couples they would talks about their love life, their lavishing trips, their advice on entrepreneurship. So this is what they specialize in, and Simon will go out of his way to make his wife feel loved. On one such viral video, he posted a video of him gifting Sara Kabu a brand new car that is rumored to be almost 30 million shillings. Simon Kabu will also protect Sara Kabu whenever there was body shaming online. A lot of a lot of people would troll Sara Kabu, and Simon Kabu would protect her. So it was admired a lot, but little did we know this perfect social media marriage did had its own cracks, and perhaps the public missed some of the cracks. At one time, when the couples were receiving the award as the best customer service company, Sara and Kabu appeared disconnected, and that notwithstanding, in 2002, in an outburst on the social media, Sara accused her husband of locking her out of her children's life during a domestic argument. She described herself as being a prisoner in her own marriage. She shared on her WhatsApp story that Simon had taken their children from her, and she even suggested that he was colliding with the police to do this. So this was the first time Sara publicly admitted that she was enduring a toxic marriage. This was the same time Sara admitted that she was enduring a toxic marriage under the disguise of couple goals and protecting the family business. She said she had reached her breaking point, and she asked the public to help her get her children back. And I quote, "To all the police out there, never receive a bribe to the expense of a child losing their mother. A very, very heartbreaking. You will pay with the tears of that child in the hands of the strangers. The law knows why children should be with their mother." So on another post she wrote, "For those who may not understand, I'm done and dusted with him and the way he took off with my kids under the care of one of his bastard." And basically bastard over here, she was referring to the mistress. So as these rumors were swelling, Simon's alleged infidelity came to light. He was rumored to be having a relationship with Esther Njoroge, a former Bonfire employee, and Esther left Bonfire and went to open her business similar to Bonfire, which was called Bountiful Safaris. According to speculation, it is rumored that Simon was responsible for opening her this business, and even he contributed to this business financially. XT and Bella, well, just talking about this whole situation, he accused Sara Kabu for frustrating Esther during her time in employment of Bonfire Adventures and even after leaving Bonfire. According to XT, he says that Sara Kabu had anger issues that needed to be checked.
But I have to say this because I don't have any other chance, any other platform, maybe. I don't see any other time. Just to me a DM to Wange. And I remember talking to her. Her name is Esther. She is the CEO and the founder of Bountiful Safari. And I'm sorry, Esther, that your name has to be dragged into this, but it's the truth, and the truth has to come out. And I think it is why Simon Kabu actually leaked the video. Sarah, you have a problem. And I wanted to tell you this privately, but unfortunately I could. You have a problem. The problem you have is anger management issues, Sarah. Your anger is just over the roof. It's crazy. Esther told me while she was crying that you accused her of having an affair with Simon, something that wasn't there. That you kidnapped her. That you shaved her hair, shaved her head, half of her head. I met Esther. She had shaved, she had kind of like a short hair with a hat. She was always walking with a hat. And I was wondering, and that's why I wear a hat, XTN. And then tears were dropping when she was talking to me. And I was...
In an interview with BBC Voice of Africa, Sarah admitted that she wished Slay Queens never existed. She said that they caused her sleepless nights. Sarah also admitted that Simon's two baby mama also contributed to the strain in their marriage. She admitted they were beginning to be aggressive, and that that was becoming stressful for her. She said that her and Simon were discussing the need to separate because she could not handle this stressful situation anymore. In the same interview, she also admitted that in her inbox there are a lot of maintenance, something that she was not interested in. She wrote, "Someone take my husband to tell us more about this story." She later did a new video which showcased her resident and introduced her two nanny, who she says were part of her family. She termed her previous house as Mistress of Pharaoh, implying that she felt like she was a slave in her former house. She also gave a hint that her and her husband have separated and she left her home. She also asked her husband to come out and explain who the lady in the video is. Simon Kabu responded by sharing a photo that many felt resembled Pharaoh. This seemed to be a response to his wife's claims that she had escaped from Misri or Pharaoh, or Egypt. Sara Kabu also shared a video explaining. Simon Kabu, shared a video explaining the situation, and he admitted that the person in the video that was being assaulted was actually his nanny. But in the video, it raised more questions than answers. Simon appeared to be unsettled. He would move up and down from one chair to another. He would eat, then he forget he's eating something. He would sit and then stand and then sleep. He just looked just as somebody that was unlike Simon Kabu, who everyone knew how composed he was. Anyway, in the video, Simon denied having any kids outside the marriage. He even added that anyone who has his kids to come out and he will pay them. Despite his explanation, the public was still left. The key concern was still left unanswered. For example, they wondered who leaked the video. They also said what could have contributed for Sarah to be like that. And also, they wanted to know why Sarah moved out of the house and why did Sarah refer to that home as Misri. It seems that this was the last straw that made Sarah to officially launch a lawsuit against against Simon Kabu. On the post she made on social media, she said that she is the founder and of Bonfire Adventures and she is now in full control. According to Sarah, Sarah sued Simon, alleging that he of mistreating her, intimidation, and misuse of firearms. Simon Kabu, on his part, he says he is not interested in addressing this issue in public. So that is the story of Sarah and Simon Kabu. Tell me in the comment section what do you think about this whole story. Are you up to date? My name is Kiki for Kenya Waves. Goodbye for now.